And what happens next will directly affect every single trip you make through those warehouse doors. Some familiar benefits won't work the way they used to, while new perks are quietly being rolled out, but only for members who catch on early. From shopping hours and cashback rewards to new technology aimed at cutting down wait times, all of these changes are reshaping how you save and how you get the most out of your membership. Before these updates roll out everywhere, it's important to understand what you stand to gain and what you might already be missing. You'd be awesome if you liked this video. 1. Costco Visa Card Upgrade. If you fill up your tank regularly, the new changes to the Costco Anywhere Visa Card are absolutely worth your attention. The increased gas cashback, now 5%, may sound like just a bit more, but for families who drive daily, that extra percentage adds up shockingly fast. Think about it this way. Every time you stop by Costco gas, your card quietly gives a little back. One small improvement that many people love? The card's redesign now prints numbers larger and clearer. For older members or anyone fumbling through their wallet in the parking lot, this tiny detail makes a surprisingly big difference. No more squinting under harsh sunlight trying to read tiny print. But the real upgrade is how much easier it is to redeem rewards. Previously, many cardholders complained that the redemption process felt confusing. Now, everything is simplified. No decoding instructions, no guessing. You spend, you earn, and the app shows your rewards plainly. For families with 2 or 3 cars, that 5% reward becomes even more noticeable. You fill up to go to work, your spouse fills up after dropping the kids off at school, and then you top off again on the weekend for errands or a short trip. All of those seemingly routine fill-ups add up to real savings. And in a time when fuel prices swing as unpredictably as the weather, any perk that helps cut costs at the pump is more valuable than ever. 2. Food court and menu changes. If you're the kind of shopper who always stops by the food court on the way out, the latest updates will definitely catch your attention. The first thing many people notice: classic seating areas are slowly disappearing. Some locations are switching to standing tables so customers can eat quickly and move on, preventing long crowding during peak hours. For anyone who's used to sitting and chatting after shopping, this may feel disappointing, but on the bright side, lines move faster, wait times shrink, and weekend table hunting becomes much less stressful. A bigger surprise is the tightening of access to the food court. The days of casually inviting someone to grab a Costco hot dog for fun, even if they don't have a membership, might be coming to an end. Many warehouses are starting to require membership scans right at the food court. While it seems inconvenient, it actually helps limit non-member traffic and maintain low prices for actual members, especially considering that the $1.50 hot dog combo has stayed the same for decades. As for the menu, Costco is experimenting more than ever. Beyond the iconic pizza and hot dog, you may soon see plant-based options or new international dishes. The goal is to keep the menu familiar but not boring, especially for younger shoppers who love trying new items. Sales spikes during test runs show that members are open to change, as long as the flavors are good and prices stay fair. One interesting development: executive members may soon get discounted pricing on certain food court items. It's a clever way for Costco to boost the value of its premium tier without changing the menu prices for everyone. And if you stop by the food court every week, those tiny savings really do add up. 3. New store hours and executive priority. One of the most talked about updates this year is the new early access shopping window for executive members. Instead of walking into a packed warehouse first thing in the morning, executive members will get a quieter, calmer shopping period before the crowds roll in. For anyone who doesn't like squeezing through busy aisles, especially when shopping for electronics, vitamins, or home goods, this intentional quiet time is genuinely valuable. If you've ever had to battle for a parking spot or wait behind a family pushing 3 overloaded carts, you'll understand exactly why Costco made this move. After analyzing shopping patterns, Costco realized that the biggest demand wasn't necessarily deeper discounts, but more comfortable shopping space. Giving executive members early access solves that problem while also offering a strong incentive for people to upgrade their membership. But executive members aren't the only ones getting something new. Costco is quietly extending Saturday evening hours for all members. This update has already been a relief for people who work late or simply don't want to fight weekend morning crowds. Shopping when the sun is down, the warehouse is cooler, and the aisles are less chaotic just feels better. Of course, these changes raise a fair question. Is the basic membership becoming less attractive? Not exactly. Executive members still get their 2% cashback and now a calmer shopping experience. But the basic tier remains the cheapest membership among major warehouse clubs for what it offers. Costco isn't taking benefits away. It's simply adding value for members willing to pay more. 4. Digital shift, e-receipts, and a revamped app. Costco is moving aggressively toward a paperless shopping experience, and digital receipts are the first major step. With every receipt stored inside the app, you no longer need to keep fragile paper slips, dig through your wallet, or worry about losing proof of purchase. When you reach the exit, you just open your phone. Your entire purchase history is right there, cleaner, faster, and far less stressful than the old-school method. Alongside this change, Costco's mobile app has been redesigned to better match how people actually shop. The interface is simpler, cleaner, and much easier to navigate, especially the cashback and rewards section. You can now track exactly how much you've earned back with each trip, making budgeting and planning much easier. Another welcome upgrade is personalized deal suggestions based on your shopping history. The items you buy regularly will surface automatically when they go on sale, instead of you having to dig through endless categories. It's a small change, but it saves a surprising amount of time, especially for members who only open the app for a quick check. Passwordless login is another quality-of-life improvement, making the app far more user-friendly for people who aren't tech-savvy or who don't want to memorize multiple passwords. But the real benefit of this digital shift is convenience. Easier returns, faster access to past purchases, and no more lost receipts causing issues during exchanges or warranty claims. Costco is turning its app from a simple companion tool into a core part of the shopping experience, making every trip smoother, more organized, and far more efficient. Like the video if this surprised you. 5. Self-checkout and digital membership cards. Costco is bringing technology deeper into the shopping experience, and two of the biggest changes are app-based self-checkout and digital membership cards. With self-checkout, the checkout process becomes dramatically faster. You scan items as you place them in your cart, pay directly on your phone, and leave the warehouse without standing in a long line. This is especially helpful on busy days or when you're only grabbing a few essentials. Every step happens on the device you already have in your hand, making the entire process feel smoother and more seamless than traditional checkout lanes. In addition, the digital membership card solves one of the most common hassles: forgetting your physical card. Instead of walking back to your car or waiting for an associate to look up your account, everything is now inside the app. With just your phone, you can enter the warehouse, pay for your items, and check available offers. Digitizing the membership card also reduces damaged or lost cards and limits improper card sharing, helping Costco maintain a clearer membership system. This shift away from a physical card also speeds up entrance checks. Employees can simply scan the barcode on your screen. No more fumbling for a card or waiting for the system to reread it. It's a small change that makes a big difference, especially in high-traffic warehouses during weekend peak hours. 6. Upgraded experience for seniors. One group that benefits most from Costco's new changes is older shoppers. In the past, navigating a packed warehouse could be exhausting for seniors, walking slower, having difficulty reading product labels, or feeling pushed by the fast-paced flow of crowds. That's why Costco has been testing quieter shopping hours, giving seniors more time to compare items, read labels carefully, and move comfortably without pressure from heavy foot traffic. Digital upgrades also play a major role in making the experience more senior-friendly. The redesigned app uses larger text, clearer layouts, and fewer complicated steps. Tracking receipts, deals, and rewards becomes easier, helping older shoppers feel more in control without relying entirely on in-store assistance. Even the one-tap login feature reduces the stress of remembering passwords, a common frustration for many. Inventory accuracy is another improvement that helps older customers. With better stock tracking, the unpleasant surprise of getting there and finding it sold out happens far less often. For seniors, avoiding an unnecessary trip is a major quality of life improvement. Now, they can check product availability in the app before leaving home and choose the right warehouse to visit. Another meaningful upgrade is checkout speed. When self-checkout, digital receipts, and digital membership cards work together, the entire shopping process becomes lighter and more efficient. Seniors no longer have to stand in long lines, search for physical cards, or keep track of paper receipts. Everything they need is on their phone. This simplicity helps build confidence and reduces the hesitation many older shoppers feel toward using new technology. 7. AI-powered inventory management. One of the least talked about but most impactful changes at Costco is its new AI-driven inventory system. In the past, many shoppers experienced the frustration of driving 20 to 30 minutes to the warehouse only to find out that the item they needed, especially high-demand products like rotisserie chicken, toilet paper, vitamins, or electronics, was completely sold out. Stockouts during peak hours used to be common, which is exactly why Costco has started using AI to forecast demand much more accurately. The new system tracks sales down to the hour, analyzing shopping patterns by weekday, season, and region. With this data, each warehouse can prepare the right amount of inventory instead of waiting until shelves are empty before restocking. Customers will see fewer out-of-stock signs and enjoy more confidence knowing that essential items are likely still available when they arrive. What's notable is that AI doesn't just predict, it coordinates. When a product is approaching a low stock threshold, the system alerts the operations team so they can transfer inventory between nearby warehouses. This minimizes waste from overstocking in one location while avoiding shortages in another. It's far more efficient than traditional manual inventory checks, which rely heavily on staffing and human accuracy. For shoppers, the biggest benefit is saving time. Instead of taking a chance with every trip, you can shop with greater peace of mind knowing key items won't suddenly be gone. And when supply stays stable, prices stay stable too, preventing the mini shortages that sometimes cause demand spikes and temporary cost increases. The updated Costco app now syncs with this system, letting you check in-stock availability at the nearest warehouse before you even head out. Deciding which location to visit and when becomes much easier, especially for seniors or families who live farther from the store. Having that information ahead of time makes every shopping trip feel less like a gamble and a lot more in your control. 8. Stricter membership rules and the move toward biometric entry. Costco is tightening access controls, and many members will notice these changes the moment they walk through the entrance. The new card scanners work faster and more accurately, reducing membership sharing, a long-standing issue that created unnecessary crowding and significant financial losses. With fewer non-members entering the warehouse, the shopping environment becomes more comfortable, inventory remains more stable, and paying members receive the value they're entitled to. Digital membership cards are also set to replace physical plastic cards entirely. This shift not only makes things easier for shoppers but also limits card borrowing, since each account is tied directly to a personal device. Employees can scan the digital card instantly, making entry verification faster and more streamlined than the old manual checks. Costco is even preparing for the next step: biometric entry. Facial recognition will eventually allow members to enter the warehouse with a quick glance. No fumbling for cards, no opening the app. For those who prefer the simplest, fastest process, this is a major upgrade. Quicker access, no forgotten cards, and no waiting in slow entrance lines. Although it sounds high-tech, Costco's goal is straightforward: improve flow and reduce strain on frontline employees. Biometric entry reduces errors, prevents bottlenecks, and ensures that everyone inside the warehouse is an authorized member. For frequent shoppers, especially seniors and large families, this shift can make each trip noticeably smoother and less stressful. 9. Streamlined product selection. One quiet but significant change that directly affects how you shop is Costco's move towards streamlining its product lineup. In the past, shoppers often joked about getting lost in the warehouse, 1 minute looking for paper towels, the next staring at a random cookbook display, or a home appliance no one fully understood. That model is being trimmed down. Costco is phasing out slower-selling products to focus more heavily on essentials and high-demand items. This shift isn't meant to reduce the shopping experience. It's meant to reduce information overload. Many customers admitted that they walked into Costco to pick up a few basics, only to spend far more time wandering through irresistible side displays. With fewer distractions, aisles feel cleaner, navigating becomes faster, and shoppers spend less time debating among too many similar choices. Another benefit is better stock stability. When the warehouse isn't using space on random, low-demand items, core categories like household goods, dry foods, vitamins, and popular electronics get more room and tighter replenishment cycles. That means fewer stockouts and a smoother experience for shoppers who just want a fast, efficient trip instead of hunting for products across a giant warehouse. Of course, some people will miss the occasional surprise find or quirky item they didn't know they wanted. But for most shoppers, especially seniors or busy families, a leaner selection leads to a more focused, less overwhelming trip. And when you're not distracted by impulse buys, your spending becomes easier to control and you avoid bringing home items you didn't actually need. 10. Major improvements to Costco.com. Costco's website used to be widely criticized for being clunky, slow, and missing key details. But the revamped version has dramatically changed how members shop. The new search engine is smarter, delivering accurate and relevant results rather than forcing you to scroll through pages of unrelated items. The most valuable upgrade is real-time inventory visibility. Before you even drive to the warehouse, you can see whether the item you want is in stock. No more wasted trips. Another major benefit is the integration of multiple services under one account. You can book an eye exam, refill prescriptions, browse travel deals, and track online orders with just a few clicks. Tasks that once required phone calls or in-person visits can now be handled instantly, giving members far more independence and convenience. Costco also introduced a waiting room system for major promotions, ensuring real members get priority access instead of bots clearing inventory in seconds. This makes big sales events fairer, especially when hot items are at risk of selling out immediately. Online shopping overall is smoother and more practical. Large items like appliances, outdoor furniture, and electronics now come with more detailed descriptions, clearer specs, and more realistic customer reviews. For many families, ordering online and having items delivered is far easier than pushing a loaded cart around a warehouse the size of an airplane hangar. This upgrade shows that Costco is finally taking its online platform seriously, instead of treating it as a secondary channel like in previous years. With busier lifestyles and the growing need for clear, accessible information, a cleaner and more user-friendly website makes members feel better taken care of, without paying anything extra. Taken together, these changes aren't just about digital upgrades or operational tweaks. They're Costco's way of helping members save time, control spending, and get more value out of their membership. When you understand these updates and take advantage of them, every Costco trip becomes easier, faster, and more cost-effective.
Costco's controversial shopping policy will officially take effect on Monday.
Have you ever wondered why some people save hundreds of dollars shopping at Costco while you don't? The truth is, Costco hides a range of secrets that even many employees overlook. From tiny numbers on price tags to mysterious asterisks in the corner to little-known warehouse days to their unbelievably generous return policy. If you think you know Costco inside out, get ready to be surprised. In this video, we'll uncover 13 secrets Costco doesn't want you to know. Tips that can turn every trip into a real money-saving opportunity. Like and subscribe if this video was helpful to you. 1. Samples, not really free. One of the iconic things everyone remembers about Costco is the free sample stations scattered throughout the aisles. Hot mini pizzas, creamy cheese bites, or freshly blended smoothies, all offered with a friendly smile. For many, a weekend trip to Costco feels like a mini feast that costs nothing. But the truth is, those samples are never truly free, at least not from a strategic standpoint. Manufacturers pay to get their products into those tasting booths, and they know how consumers think. Once you try a delicious pizza bite, you're likely to walk a few steps and toss a giant frozen pizza box into your cart. Studies show that products featured at sample stations see sales spikes of 30% to 200%. And here's the kicker. Those try me items are often sold at their full price, not as a special deal. You think you're getting a perk, but it's actually a tactic to get you to buy at the regular price. Remember, Costco isn't handing out free snacks or smoothies out of kindness. They're guiding you toward purchases you might not have made otherwise. A few small bites can turn into a $15–20 box in your cart. In short, samples are a highly effective marketing tool, not a free reward. 2. Don't trust every sale. While many people hunt for Costco's discount signs like they're chasing hidden treasure, the truth is not every sale is worth getting excited about. This is especially true for Kirkland's signature products, Costco's in-house brand that's already priced much lower than name brands. Seasoned members know that just choosing Kirkland saves you about 20–60% compared to similar brands at other stores. So, when Costco slaps a sale tag on a Kirkland item, don't assume it's a massive deal. It's often just a way to move inventory or switch packaging. For example, a box of Kirkland batteries is already a few dollars cheaper than Duracell or Energizer. If you see a special discount label, the reduction is usually symbolic, since the regular price is already low compared to the market. The same goes for olive oil, almond milk, or even cat litter. Costco controls the entire Kirkland supply chain, from production to distribution, so they also control how they paint the sale price. A sale here might just be a marketing show, not a true chance to save more. This doesn't mean you should skip Kirkland. On the contrary, it's one of the best store brands in America. Just don't get too thrilled about sale signs on these items. Think of them as a reminder that you're already buying something priced reasonably, not a sudden bargain. 3. Clear out signals. One of the most fascinating secret languages at Costco is the codes on their price tags, especially those tied to clear out items. If you pay close attention, you'll notice not all prices look the same. A price ending in 99 is usually just the standard listed price. But when you see an item priced at 97, that's a signal it's on clearance. Costco wants to move it fast. And if you're lucky enough to spot a price ending in 88, congratulations! You found a local clear-out deal, often exclusive to that store and with much deeper discounts than chain-wide offers. Beyond the numbers, Costco drops another major clue. A tiny asterisk, ATINT, in the top right corner of the price tag. Many shoppers miss it, but for Costco insiders, this is pure gold. It means the item won't be restocked. Maybe the manufacturer discontinued it, Costco switched suppliers, or they're just clearing space for new products. Whatever the reason, for shoppers, it's your last chance to buy. This is especially critical for electronics, large household goods, or niche foods. Once you see that asterisk, decide quickly. Buy now, or accept that the shelves will be empty next time you visit. Don't wait for a deeper discount, because at Costco, when the asterisk appears, the game is in its final round. 4. The best deal spots in the store. One of the lesser-known secrets at Costco lies in how they arrange their products. If you think the colorful displays at the entrance or eye-catching end caps on the aisles hold the best deals, you've fallen into their visual strategy trap. In reality, those spots are often reserved for attention-grabbing items, not the cheapest ones. Costco wants you to see these first, get drawn in, and toss them into your cart without checking their true value. The real deals are usually in the middle of the store, where it's less flashy but packed with essential items, from toilet paper, milk, and cereal to top-selling frozen goods. This is where Costco offers deep discounts to keep members coming back. Surveys show that loss leaders, items sold at a loss or with minimal profit, are placed in the center, forcing you to walk past other sections to get there. The result? You end up buying more than you planned. For example, Kirkland toilet paper or rotisserie chickens are always placed in hard-to-reach spots but sold at unbeatable prices. Costco takes a hit on these to keep you lingering longer and adding other items to your cart along the way. This is the art of soft trapping they've perfected over decades. So, next time you step into Costco, skip the dazzling displays up front. Head straight to the center, where the real deals are waiting. This isn't just a way to save money. It's a way to shop smarter, avoiding the psychological game Costco has carefully set up. 5. Buy candy 2 months before holidays. One of the sweetest secrets at Costco comes from candy. It sounds simple, but when you buy candy makes all the difference in how much you save. Many people wait until just before Halloween or Christmas to grab candy for trick-or-treaters or guests. But that's when candy prices are at their peak, as demand skyrockets and supply is tightly controlled. Costco knows this and never misses a chance to capitalize on customers' last-minute shopping habits. What few people realize is that about 8 weeks before major holidays, Costco quietly rolls out surprisingly cheap candy deals. This is when they start receiving massive shipments from suppliers, and to move large quantities quickly, prices are significantly lower. For example, the same large bag of chocolate candy bought in September for Halloween could save you a few dollars compared to the last week of October. The same goes for Christmas. Fancy boxed chocolates or candy sets are noticeably cheaper in early November than right before the holiday. Buying early doesn't just save money, it also gives you more choices. As the holiday nears, shelves get picked clean of the most popular candies, leaving only less desirable options. But if you shop early, you can pick your favorite flavors and brands and stock up enough for your family or events without worrying about shortages. So, instead of waiting until the last minute, mark your calendar and visit Costco about 2 months before the holiday. This strategy not only lets you enjoy sweet treats while keeping your wallet happy, but also makes you a proactive shopper, always one step ahead of the crowd. 6. Super easy returns. One of the secrets that keeps people loyal to Costco isn't just their low prices, it's their incredibly easy return policy. At most retailers, returns are a hassle. You need to keep the receipt, explain why you're returning, and often face a 30 or 60-day deadline. But at Costco, the process is practically no barriers. You can return almost anything, from a pot you used for a few months, to a shirt that didn't fit right, to a TV you bought a year ago, and they'll still give you a full refund. This policy gives shoppers peace of mind. You can try new products without risk. Want to see if a sofa fits your living room? Buy it and test it out. Not thrilled with a blender's performance? Bring it back. This no-questions-asked approach makes Costco the least stressful place to shop, knowing you always have an out if you're not satisfied. Of course, there are a few reasonable exceptions. For example, big electronics like TVs, laptops, or phones have a 90-day return window. Diamonds, alcohol, and medications also have specific rules. But compared to industry standards, Costco's policy is still unmatched in its generosity. The interesting thing? Costco doesn't see this as a loss but as an investment in loyalty. They believe that when customers feel respected and protected, they'll keep coming back and spending more. And the proof is in the numbers. Costco's membership retention rate is sky high, largely thanks to this trust. So if you're hesitant about a pricey item at Costco, remember, the risk is almost zero. You can buy, try, and return if you're not happy. It's so simple that every shopping trip feels like an easy decision. If you've never heard this before, comment 7. 7. Fuel up at Costco. One of the hidden but incredibly valuable perks of a Costco membership is filling up at their gas stations. Many people think of Costco only for cheap groceries or household goods, but if you drive regularly, their gas stations could be your biggest money saver. In fact, fuel prices at Costco are often 20 to 40 cents lower per gallon than at competing stations. For a 15-gallon tank, that's $3 to $6 saved per fill-up. Add that up over a year, and many families save enough to cover their entire membership fee just by buying gas. Here's the thing. Costco's fuel isn't cheap in quality. They offer top-tier gasoline, which meets stricter standards than federal requirements, keeping your engine cleaner and more durable. This is why many drivers stick with Costco, not just for the price, but for the peace of mind about quality. There's a catch, though: time. Costco gas stations can get crowded, especially on weekends or after-work rush hours. Lines can stretch long, and you'll need patience. The trick is to pick smarter times, like early mornings or weekday afternoons when traffic is lighter. Plus, Costco's pump design is clever, with hoses long enough to reach either side of your car, reducing wrong pump mix-ups and speeding things up. In short, if you're a Costco member who hasn't tried their gas stations, you're missing one of the most effective ways to save. With lower prices, higher quality fuel, and an expanding network, Costco gas stations aren't just for filling your tank. They're for lightening the load on your wallet each month. 8. Use the Costco app for hidden deals. In an age where everyone has a smartphone, One of the biggest secrets to saving at Costco is right in their mobile app. Many members only use the Costco app to check prices or find the nearest store, but it's actually packed with exclusive deals you won't see in flyers or at the registers. In the app, Costco often rolls out member-only savings, promotions just for online account holders. Sometimes these are flash sales lasting only a few days, or deep discounts on electronics, large appliances, or even furniture. The best part? Many of these deals aren't heavily advertised in stores. If you only shop in person, you could easily miss out on saving tens or even hundreds of dollars. Another handy feature is the ability to compare online and warehouse prices. Some items in stores have steady prices, but the app might offer temporary discounts. Many shoppers save big by checking the app while standing in the aisle, then ordering online for a lower price with free shipping to their home. This is especially useful for bulky items like TVs, sofas, or washing machines, where delivery fees can be a major hurdle. Plus, the app includes a schedule of warehouse savings, cyclical discount periods. Turn on notifications, and you'll get alerts the moment a deal starts, instead of stumbling across a sign when it's too late. For hot items, knowing a few days early can mean the difference between snagging a bargain or paying full price. 9. Costco coupons. One of the most underused secrets when shopping at Costco is their coupons. It might sound surprising since most people assume Costco doesn't play the coupon clipping game like other supermarkets. And it's true. Costco doesn't accept manufacturer coupons, so you can't bring in a Colgate or Kellogg's coupon to the checkout like you would at Walmart. But they have their own coupon system, and if you know how to use it, you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Every month, Costco mails out a thick coupon book to members. It covers all kinds of products, from big screen TVs and sofas to cereal, vitamins, and toilet paper. The problem? Many people toss this book without even flipping through it. Some members don't even get it because their address isn't updated. The first tip is to make sure Costco has your correct information so you don't miss out. Here's the next secret. Even if you don't have the coupon book in hand, you can still ask at the customer service desk. Many employees will gladly give you the latest flyer or even apply the deal at checkout if you ask at the right time. Some shoppers have saved tens of dollars on outdoor furniture sets just by asking, "Are there any coupons for this item?" Plus, Costco's coupons can sometimes stack with warehouse days, their periodic discount events. During these times, you get both the event's reduced price and the extra coupon discount. This is one of the sweetest moments to shop at Costco, when you pay far less for items that are already competitively priced. 10. Bonus secret. For those who want to squeeze every possible benefit out of their Costco membership, here's a game changer: the Costco Anywhere Visa Card. It might sound like just another cashback credit card, but if you regularly shop or fuel up at Costco, this card can quickly save you hundreds of dollars a year. First, you get 4% cash back on gas, including at Costco stations, on up to $7,000 in spending annually. With Costco's already low gas prices, saving you 40 cents per gallon, adding 4% cash back is like double dipping on savings every time you fill up. Next, you earn 3 delimiters, 3%, at restaurants and travel services, which is great if you dine out or book trips often. For Costco and Costco.com purchases, you get 2% cash back, meaning every warehouse purchase, from big TVs to snack bags, earns you money back. And for everything else, there's a modest 1% cash back, which isn't bad if you use it as your main card. The key? There's no annual fee as long as you maintain your Costco membership. This makes it a no-lose option for those already paying the annual membership fee. Plus, City's customer service gets solid reviews from members, especially for handling cashback or transaction disputes. 11. Warehouse days. If you only visit Costco on weekends, you might be missing one of the biggest secrets to saving money: warehouse days. These are special discount days that happen periodically, usually every month or 6 weeks, and last for a short time. During warehouse days, Costco offers deeper discounts than their already low everyday prices, sometimes saving you hundreds on electronics, furniture, or kitchen appliances. Some call these mini Black Fridays, except they happen year-round and aren't heavily advertised. The catch? Not everyone knows how to track warehouse days. Costco posts details on their website and sends member emails, but many shoppers only stumble across them in-store. To maximize savings, keep an eye on flyers and the Costco app, or ask customer service staff for the schedule. Knowing the dates in advance lets you plan purchases, like holding off on a TV, laptop, or vacuum, for a better price. Beyond big-ticket items, warehouse days are also great for stocking up on essentials. Toilet paper, detergent, and dry goods often see extra discounts. And since these are items you'll definitely use, buying in bulk during these events is a smart move. 12. Shop card. One of the lesser-known but incredibly useful tricks at Costco is the shop card, also called the Costco cash card. Essentially, it's a gift card that can be a key to shopping without a membership. The rule is simple. Only members can buy a shop card, but anyone can use it to pay at Costco or Costco.com. So, if you have a friend or family member with a membership, they can buy you a shop card, letting you experience Costco fully without paying the $60 to $120 membership fee upfront. This is especially handy for those wondering if Costco is worth it. Instead of rushing to sign up and risking a wasted fee, you can test a few shopping trips with a shop card and compare prices with your usual stores and see if the savings add up. Then you can decide on a long-term membership. Shop cards are also super flexible. You can use them for in-store purchases, gas at Costco stations, or even pharmacy orders. Since they don't expire, some people treat them like a Costco budget wallet, a dedicated fund for shopping there. 13. Pharmacy open to everyone. Many people are shocked to learn that Costco's pharmacy is open to everyone, even without a membership. This goes against the common belief that you need a membership to enter the store. In fact, federal regulations prevent pharmacies from restricting access to medical and pharmaceutical services to members only. Costco uses this to serve a wider community, while giving you a compelling reason to consider becoming a long-term customer. This means you can buy prescription drugs, over-the-counter medications, or use their home delivery service without a membership. Costco's pharmacy prices are often lower than other retail pharmacies, thanks to their massive buying power and reduced middleman costs. Some medications are up to several % cheaper than at CVS or Walgreens. Costco isn't just about everyday low prices. It's packed with a system of secrets to save even more. Reading price tag codes, using shop cards to avoid membership fees, timing warehouse days, or fueling up and buying meds to cut costs. Even samples, coupons, and the Costco app are strategic tools. By mastering these 13 secrets, you'll turn every Costco trip into a smart, valuable deal-hunting mission. Subscribe to always be the savviest shopper.
Yeah, Mimi, some shoppers are pushing back, saying Costco is favoring its premium members and thus...
Do you think you're already too familiar with Costco? Think again. Many people walk out with receipts longer than their shopping lists, yet still believe they're saving. In reality, Costco is a paradise for those who understand the rules of the game, but a perfect trap for anyone unaware of the hidden meanings behind every price tag, membership card, or shelf display. In this video, you'll discover 12 common mistakes that cause millions of members to lose money unnecessarily every year, and how to turn the tables to shop smart, save for real, and unlock every advantage Costco never openly advertises. Subscribe to always be the smartest shopper. 1. Ignoring the return policy. So many people shop at Costco without ever taking advantage of their biggest perk, an incredibly flexible return policy. Did you know that with just your membership card, you can bring almost any item to the service desk for a full refund, even if it's been opened or tried? No receipt needed, no complicated explanations required. The staff will look up your purchase history and process it in no time. Costco knows that sometimes shoppers change their minds, pick the wrong size, or simply aren't satisfied with the quality. So they choose to build trust instead of creating restrictions. That's why customers stay loyal for years. However, you shouldn't abuse the return policy. If you do it too often, your membership account could get flagged and denied in the future. The sad part is that many people miss out on saving their wallet simply because they're too shy to ask. They let unused items clutter their homes or put up with defective products that could have been exchanged for cash. This policy exists to let you shop with peace of mind and try new products without the fear of losing everything. 2. Not tracking the 4-week coupon cycle. One of the mistakes that causes many people to overspend at Costco is ignoring the 4-week coupon cycle, the thing that basically dictates the entire shopping strategy of longtime deal hunters. Many think Costco items rarely go on sale, so they buy the moment they see a good price. But in reality, most products follow a monthly discount rotation, and Costco never shouts it from the rooftops. They hide those promotions in the coupon book, a small booklet that many people toss straight into the trash before even opening it. Every 4 weeks, Costco releases a new list of discounts. Household items, food, vitamins, electronics, and even shampoo and toothpaste. Many things you're buying at regular price could drop $3–4 in just a few days. It sounds small, but over a year that adds up to hundreds of dollars saved. Smart shoppers always plan ahead. They check the coupon book online, add needed items to their list, and wait for the exact discount week to hit the warehouse. That way, they not only save money but also get the freshest stock at the lowest price. What's interesting is that Costco doesn't plaster giant sale signs like other supermarkets. Everything happens quietly. Prices change, new tags appear, and the 97 code shows up. Only those who pay close attention notice. 3. Not splitting membership to cut the fee in half. One mistake tons of people make when signing up for Costco is buying a membership solo. You pay the full $65 a year, or $130 for executive, without realizing. Every membership already includes the right to share with someone else. Each Costco account comes with 2 cards, one primary and one secondary. And here's the cool part. Costco doesn't require both people to live at the same address. That means you can totally team up with a best friend, sibling, coworker, or neighbor, split the cost, and each get your own card with full equal benefits for half the price. This is a small but mighty hack that tons of Americans have been using for years. If you're only shopping for yourself or a small family, paying the full membership fee is honestly kind of wasteful. Splitting it not only saves you money, but also lets someone else experience Costco without paying full price. Both people get their own physical card, scan independently, earn points, and get refunds the same way. With the executive plan, you also get 2% cash back. So if you shop regularly each month, the rewards alone can cover your initial fee. A lot of people worry Costco will catch them if the 2 addresses don't match, but in reality, their policy is super flexible. The key is not to share randomly or lend to strangers. Pick someone you trust who has similar shopping habits so you can easily split costs and maximize the benefits. 4. Not checking unit price and expiration dates. One of Costco's sweetest traps is the feeling that buying more means saving more. Seeing a giant box of cookies, a 25-pound bag of rice, or an olive oil bottle the size of your arm makes everyone think this is way cheaper. But the truth is, if you don't check the unit price and expiration date, you might be emptying your own wallet without even realizing it. Costco clearly lists the unit price. That's the cost per ounce, per pound, or per item, right under every price tag. The problem is, hardly anyone bends down to read it. A bigger package isn't always cheaper than a smaller one at another store. Sometimes the same shampoo in Costco's 2 large bottles ends up costing more than when you catch a sale at Target or Walmart. Those tiny numbers are the secret savings code that smart shoppers always check. And don't forget the product's lifespan. Costco items often come in supersized portions, but not everything gets used up before it expires. Spices, flour, snacks, or yogurt are things that go bad fast. You think you're saving, but if you end up throwing out half the bag because it expired, that's no longer a deal. Many people also assume Costco expiration dates are longer than at regular supermarkets, but that's not always true. Because inventory turns over so quickly, the dates can sometimes be closer than you expect. The smartest approach is to always compare the price per unit and calculate your actual usage. If it's just 2 people in the house, you don't need a 5-liter jug of laundry detergent or a box of cookies that lasts a month. Remember, real savings aren't in the price per package. They're in the price per use. 5. Ignoring seasonal items. One of the quietest mistakes that leaves tons of people kicking themselves is skipping Costco's seasonal items. Did you know Christmas decorations, winter clothes, summer picnic gear, or even holiday candy only show up for a super short window? Once they're gone, you wait, Until next year. Costco doesn't restock mid-season. No, can you bring more? When it's out for good. Smart shoppers get the rule. Costco puts stuff out at least 1 to 2 months before the peak. That means wool coats in September, Christmas decor in October, or folding picnic chairs in early spring. Anyone who waits for the right time ends up with just a few leftover pieces, or worse, the display model. Costco always clears space fast for the next wave, so if you spot something you like but don't need yet, buy it. Come back in a few weeks, and the price might jump, or the item could vanish completely. A lot of folks think seasonal stuff is just for looks, but it's actually the category with the highest savings potential if you time it right. At the end of the season, when Costco needs to clear shelves, these items get slashed hard, with tags ending in 97 or 00, the signal for clearance to anyone paying attention. A winter pajama set can drop from $25 to $15, or a 7-foot artificial tree can hit half price. The key is knowing when things arrive and when they disappear. Costco doesn't send alerts for each seasonal drop. It all happens quietly, and the early bird wins. So don't wait until the holiday to buy holiday stuff or midsummer for pool chairs. At Costco, the person who shops early is the one who truly saves. If you see something you love, don't hesitate with, "It'll still be here tomorrow." Because tomorrow might just be an empty shelf and a sign that says, "Item no longer available." 6. Ignoring the Costco app. A lot of people treat the Costco app like it's just for checking your membership number or basic info, then forget about it. But in reality, this app is a treasure map Costco built just for members willing to dig in. You can check prices, see if an item is in stock at your local warehouse, look up sale end dates, and even order delivery with a few taps. Yet most customers still fumble for their plastic card in their wallet or hunt for paper receipts when everything's already in their phone. The Costco app isn't just convenient, it helps you buy at the right time for the right price. Instead of waiting until you're at the warehouse to discover deals, you can view the full 4-week coupon book right on the app. Spot something you need about to go on sale? Add it to your list and get a notification when the discount starts. It also saves your purchase history, making it easy to compare prices across trips and avoid buying the wrong thing or too much. Some people skip the app because they think it'll be complicated, but Costco's interface is super simple. Just log in with your membership and you can access everything. No papers or phone calls. You can even use the QR code on the app to pay at checkout without pulling out the physical card. Way easier than digging through your bag at the register. Ever run into something like this? Share below. 7. Not upgrading to executive. Tons of people stick with the basic Gold Star card thinking, "I don't shop enough to upgrade." But the truth is, the executive card is the secret to getting your fee back and even profiting if you shop regularly. Yeah, $130 a year sounds steeper than $65, but you're basically buying a 2% cashback ticket on every single purchase at Costco, from groceries and electronics to bookings through Costco Travel. Simple math. Spend about $250 a month, that's $3,000 a year, and you get $60 back, almost the cost of a Gold Star. After that, every dollar you spend is pure profit. What keeps most people from jumping in is not understanding the extras. Executive isn't just cashback. It unlocks exclusive insurance, travel deals, and business perks that regular members never see. Plenty of users save hundreds on trips or cars through the Costco Auto program, something barely anyone knows is executive only. Worried you won't spend enough to break even? Costco's got your back. Upgrade anytime, and if your rewards at year-end don't cover the difference, they'll refund the extra. Zero risk, all upside. That's how Costco rewards smart shoppers. Try it, crunch the numbers, and keep it only if it pays. While others hesitate, Costco pros treat executive like a mini investment that grows. Every trip, they don't just fill the cart, they stack cash back into their account. That's why seasoned shoppers always flash the black executive card at checkout. Use it right for a year, and the card pays for itself. Then hands you a nice little bonus. 8. Dismissing Kirkland's signature as cheap. One of the biggest mistakes at Costco is walking past Kirkland's signature shelves without a second glance. Most people assume it's just generic stuff, decent, cheap, and good enough for backups. Reality check. Kirkland isn't just worth the money. It often beats name brands flat out. What doesn't Costco shout from the rooftops? Nearly all Kirkland products come from the exact same factories as the big names. Only the label changes. Examples. Kirkland batteries are made by Duracell, their vodka rolls off the same line as Grey Goose, and diapers share the floor with Huggies. Coffee, olive oil, nut milks, vitamins. Many Kirkland versions match or top the quality of brands that cost 50% more. How? Costco sets its own strict standards, tests everything, and then skips the ads and middlemen. You're not paying for flashy logos or fancy boxes. You're paying for what's inside. Countless people try one Kirkland item, then flip completely, stocking only Kirkland for daily essentials. They learned smart shopping isn't about the name. It's about real value. Sure, not every Kirkland product is perfect, but with Costco's easy returns, you risk nothing to test. Love it? Save long-term. Hate it? Return it, no loss. 9. Shopping peak weekend hours. If you've ever fought Costco crowds on a Saturday afternoon, you know it's basically a shopping cart demolition derby. That chaos doesn't just kill your patience, it quietly drains your wallet faster. Hitting Costco during weekend rush hour is the mistake that makes people overspend without even realizing. When the warehouse is packed, grab-and-go mode kicks in. You snag stuff without comparing prices. Pressure from the line behind you, crying kids, jammed aisles, it all derails your plan. Costco knows this. They roll out fresh displays, samples, and shiny promos right in the center during peak times to trigger, "I'm here, I have to buy something." That's when logic naps and your credit card goes into overdrive. The fix is easy. Go against the flow. Try Wednesday mornings or late Monday afternoons. It's calm, shelves are stocked, staff have time to help, and you can actually read tags to spot 97 clearance deals you'd never notice on weekends. People who hit these golden hours save money and sanity. They buy less but buy smarter. Midweek is also when new stock arrives and prices update after early week sales. You skip lines and get first dibs on the best deals. 10. Forgetting to check Costco.com prices online. One thing hardly anyone notices when shopping at Costco is that the warehouse price isn't always the lowest. Most people figure, "I'm in the store. This has to be the best deal." So they don't bother checking anything else. But Costco runs a whole parallel universe on Costco.com, where they drop exclusive sales, often deeper discounts than the in-warehouse tags. Here's the kicker. The two systems don't talk to each other. That means warehouse staff can't match the online price unless you know about it first. On the website, electronics, appliances, supplements, and seasonal items often come with special codes, free gifts, or free shipping. At the warehouse, you're paying the full regular price without a clue. Some items drop $30, $50 just because they're online only. On the flip side, certain things are cheaper in-store than online. That's why cross-checking both is a pro shopper habit. You can pull up prices on your phone via the app or site in seconds, and save big. Plenty of people even order online and pick up in-store to lock in the discount without waiting in line. Plus, Costco.com throws in financing deals, bundles, and extended warranties on electronics that you won't find inside. 11. Missing 20-25% off gift cards. While everyone's busy comparing milk, toilet paper, or coffee prices at Costco, a real goldmine sits right by checkout. Those little gift cards hanging there that almost everyone ignores. These aren't just decorations or gifts for others. They're one of the smartest ways to save at Costco. Most are sold at 20 to 25% below face value. Pay $75, get $100 to spend at restaurants, movie theaters, airlines, and even streaming services. Costco buys these gift cards in bulk from brands and passes the discount to members. Win-win. Businesses get customers, and you get real savings. The list is huge. Starbucks, Uber Eats, Southwest Airlines, Topgolf, PlayStation, and Disney, plus spas, resorts, golf courses, and steakhouses. Some people hack travel by buying discounted gift cards and stacking them with coupons, saving hundreds on a single trip. The catch? This section is low-key, just a small rack near checkout or electronics, so most shoppers breeze past without realizing they just walked by a legal money printer. Once people learn this trick, they never pay full price for dining or services again. 12. Walking in without a list. The ultimate classic Costco mistake? stepping inside with no shopping list. You think you're just grabbing cooking oil or milk, then roll out with a receipt longer than a Christmas wish list. Costco knows this. The entire warehouse layout, the winding aisles, seasonal displays, and fresh-baked bread smells is engineered to make you stop, stare, and buy more. No list? You're playing planned amnesia with your wallet. A simple list is your shield against the product storm. It keeps you locked on what you actually need instead of falling for "sounds like a deal." Smart shoppers build lists in the Costco app. It remembers your history, shows what's running low, what you've bought before, and even pings you when something goes on sale. One tap, and you've got a perfect plan. With a list, you enter like a boss, not drowning in options. You move faster, spend less, and skip the mental drain of constant, "should I buy this?" Costco really can save you a ton, but only if you know the game. Reading tags, timing visits, using the app, grabbing gift cards, or just making a list before you go, all these little moves add up big for your wallet. Each tip turns regular shopping into smart strategy. Because at the end of the day, at Costco, it's not the person who buys the most who wins. It's the one who buys at the right time, the right way, and for the right value. Don't miss the next video. Subscribe now.
Tonight, there's a new way to get popular weight loss drugs. You can now find Ozempic and Wegovy at Costco.
Do you think you know all of Costco's secrets? In reality, behind the towering shelves and seemingly unbeatable prices, there are countless codes that even employees rarely share. From little-known refund policies and mysterious price tag symbols to ways to tap into nearly free services, these can all help you save more without changing your shopping habits. In today's content, we'll uncover a series of rarely publicized secrets to make every Costco trip not just shopping, but a smart consumer strategy. Follow along to learn more practical money-saving tips. 1. The early morning discount ritual. One of the most intriguing and lesser-known secrets at Costco is the early morning discount ritual. Before the store opens to customers, employees adjust prices on various products, creating a golden moment for savvy shoppers to snag real deals. These price changes happen quietly, without flashy announcements, flyers, or updates on the website. Only those who know how to read the secret language of price tags can take advantage of this. Specifically, items with prices ending in 97 are a sign of a special discount, often 20 to 40% off the original price. This is how Costco clears out inventory or makes room for new stock. Also, if you see a small asterisk, in the top right corner of a price tag, that's the final signal. The item won't be restocked. If you pass it up, you likely won't get another chance to buy it. Seasoned Costco shoppers call this symbol the Death Star, a sign the product's run is over. That's not all. These price adjustments often happen on Tuesdays or Wednesdays when stores are less crowded, giving employees time to update tags. If you make a habit of visiting Costco on these mornings, pay close attention, as your chances of finding steep discounts are high. Veteran shoppers share that, thanks to early visits, they've scored cookware, bottles of wine, or even furniture sets at unbelievable prices just by catching these quiet discount moments. What's more, Costco sometimes places discounted items in unexpected spots, like imported wine mixed in with household goods or high-end cookware near the towel section. This prevents crowds from rushing in but turns shopping into a treasure hunt. Those who are patient and observant come out on top. 2. The pharmacy section. Many people think of Costco as a place for groceries, household goods, or its famous rotisserie chicken, but they overlook a gold mine for savings, the pharmacy section. Few know that this area offers surprisingly low prices, and in many U.S. states, you can buy medications without a membership. By law, prescription drugs, over-the-counter medications, and basic medical products must be sold to everyone. This means, even without paying a membership fee, you can walk into Costco to buy medications, vitamins, or supplements at prices significantly lower than at traditional pharmacies. The price difference comes from Costco's unique business model. Instead of inflating prices for big profits, they keep margins low and sell in high volumes, driving down the cost per unit. For families buying medications monthly, these savings can add up to hundreds of dollars a year. Plus, Costco often runs discounts on vitamins, fish oil, calcium, collagen, and other supplements. Deals rarely matched elsewhere. Beyond medications, Costco's pharmacy offers convenient services like flu shots, routine vaccines, blood pressure checks, or basic health consultations. These cost far less than at private clinics and are quick, perfect for busy people. Notably, even if you have health insurance, Costco's drug prices are sometimes lower than the copay at other pharmacies. This explains why many people choose to buy medications directly at Costco instead of using their insurance. 3. Price Adjustment Refund Policy. One of Costco's lesser-known but incredibly consumer-friendly policies is the Price Adjustment Refund. Imagine you buy a new TV or an expensive sofa, only to return a few days later and see it on sale for much less. At most stores, you'd have to accept the bad luck. But at Costco, you can reclaim the difference with a simple step. Within 30 days of your purchase, if the item's price drops, just bring your receipt or look up your purchase history, and Costco will refund the difference without any hassle. What's great is that this policy applies to both in-store and online purchases. If you buy a TV online for $6.99 and a week later it's $5.99, you can submit a price adjustment form online, and the money will be refunded to your account in a few days. In some cases, executive members may even get extended time frames, especially for big-ticket items like electronics, furniture, or jewelry. Some customers have saved up to $800 just by using this policy. This creates huge peace of mind for shoppers. You no longer have to wonder, should I wait for a sale or buy now? Because you know your purchase is protected if the price drops. It's also a smart way Costco retains customers. They're willing to sacrifice short-term profits for long-term trust. To make the most of this policy, keep track of your purchase dates and set a reminder in your phone 2 to 3 weeks later to check prices. You can also use automatic price tracking tools to avoid missing out. For families who often buy high-value items, mastering this secret can save hundreds or even thousands of dollars a year. 4. The Secret Travel Portal. When you think of Costco, you probably picture a giant warehouse stacked with toilet paper, oversized snacks, or cheap rotisserie chickens. But few know about Costco's secret portal called Costco Travel, a members-only travel service. This is truly a treasure trove of savings that many overlook. Instead of just selling individual tickets, Costco Travel partners directly with big brands like Disney, Royal Caribbean, or Hyatt to offer vacation packages, flights, car rentals, and cruises at surprisingly low prices. What sets it apart are the perks you won't easily find on platforms like Expedia or Booking. These might include free room upgrades, breakfast for the whole family, resort spending credits, or even an extra night's stay. These benefits come from exclusive deals between Costco and its partners, so you don't need to hunt for discount codes or wait for online flash sales. Another big advantage is flexibility. Many Costco travel packages allow free cancellations or bookings without upfront payment, which is invaluable when prices and plans can change unpredictably. Plus, executive members get an extra 2% cash back on their total trip cost. A $5,000 family vacation could earn you $100 back, essentially covering some living expenses when you return. Additionally, Costco Travel often runs short-term promotions, like steep discounts on car rentals, added services, or free flights. However, these deals aren't advertised in stores. They only appear on the Costco Travel website, so if you don't know about it, you'll miss out. 5. The $4.99 rotisserie chicken as bait. Costco's $4.99 rotisserie chicken is legendary, with some jokingly calling it the national icon of the warehouse chain. Its unbelievably low price and consistent quality over the years make it hard for any shopper to resist. But few realize this chicken is actually a clever bait in Costco's business strategy. According to employees, the actual cost to produce each rotisserie chicken is higher than $4.99, meaning Costco takes a loss on everyone sold. So why have they kept this price steady for nearly 2 decades, despite inflation and rising costs? The answer lies in the store layout. The chickens are placed at the very back, near the freezers and wine section. To grab one, you have to pass rows of high-profit items like desserts, snacks, wine, or electronics. On that journey, many shoppers accidentally add unplanned items to their carts. It doesn't stop there. Costco times the release of fresh chicken batches, typically from 10 a.m. to noon or 4 to 6 p.m., peak shopping hours. The chime signaling a new batch acts as a nudge, drawing crowds to the back of the store, and along the way, plenty of other items end up in their baskets. In reality, if used smartly, one rotisserie chicken can stretch to 4 or 5 meals. Pair it with a salad, make sandwiches, or turn it into soup. But the trap lies in its convenience and appealing quality, which can pull you towards surrounding products. You might save a few bucks on the chicken, but your bill could double with bread, cheese, wine, or snacks added on. 6. The internal restocking schedule. One little-known secret that directly impacts your Costco shopping experience is the internal restocking schedule. From the outside, it might seem like the shelves are randomly stocked to the brim. But in reality, everything follows a strict process, and knowing this schedule gives you a big advantage to snag fresh products, rare items, or even deep discounts. For fresh items like produce, fruit, bread, or meat, delivery trucks typically arrive early in the morning before the store opens. This means if you shop between 9:30 and 11 a.m., you're likely to get the day's freshest products. Go later, and you might find wilted greens or bread nearing its expiration date. This is why savvy shoppers always hit the store in the morning. For electronics and seasonal items like jackets, holiday decorations, or gardening tools, Costco often gets large shipments on Tuesdays and Thursdays to prepare for midweek crowds. The first Tuesday of each month is especially big, with most locations nationwide receiving huge deliveries, including one-time-only limited deals. If you've ever seen a TV or blender disappear after a few days, you likely missed the right timing. Plus, Costco quietly discounts leftover inventory just before new stock arrives. For example, cakes, prepared foods, or even display furniture might be marked down 30–50% to clear space. Those who shop on the right day can score unexpected deals not listed in any flyer. Like if you just learned something new. 7. Kirkland. High quality, low price. When talking about Costco, you can't skip Kirkland's signature, the private label that's become the chain's ace in the hole for keeping customers loyal. Many assume store brands are cheap but low quality. Kirkland proves the opposite. Low prices with quality that matches or even surpasses name brands. What's fascinating is that many Kirkland products are made by major brands and packaged under Costco's name. Kirkland coffee has been confirmed to be roasted at Starbucks facilities, Kirkland batteries are tied to Duracell, and Kirkland vodka has outperformed pricier Grey Goose in blind taste tests. By cutting out marketing, advertising, and fancy packaging costs, Costco sells these products 15–30% cheaper than the originals, with nearly identical quality. Kirkland isn't just limited to food or drinks. It spans supplements, vitamins, clothing, luggage, and even electronics. Notably, some Kirkland electronics come with more generous warranties than name-brand counterparts. For example, a 2-year warranty instead of 1 year. This shows Costco doesn't just offer cheap copies, but deliberately raises standards to build customer trust. 8. Hidden price codes. One of the most intriguing secrets at Costco is right in front of you but often overlooked: the hidden price codes on the tags. Most shoppers focus only on the big number, the final price, without realizing that the tiny symbols hold a secret language, revealing when to buy now, when to wait, or when to seize an item before it's gone. First, prices ending in 99 are standard, with no special discount. But if you see a price ending in 97, that's a sign the item is on a manager's special discount, often to clear inventory or make room for new stock. These markdowns can range from 20 to 40% and aren't widely advertised. If you spot a price ending in 88 or 0, that's a special clearance signal, typically for display models, intact returns, or items that need to move quickly. These are rare chances to grab high-value products at a fraction of their original cost. Beyond the numbers, another key detail is a small asterisk, buffer, in the top right corner of the price tag. Savvy shoppers call this the Death Star, a warning that the item won't be restocked. If you love that product, don't hesitate, because the next time you visit, the shelf might be empty. Also, some price tags include the words Limited time, indicating a short-term exclusive deal with the supplier, often discounted 20–30% but disappearing without notice. Many loyal customers treat reading these hidden price codes like an art of deal hunting. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the sea of prices, they glance at a few small symbols and instantly know which items are worth buying immediately. 9. The optical department. While most shoppers flock to Costco for groceries, household goods, or cheap gas, few realize that the optical department is a forgotten treasure. This is one secret even longtime members often miss, yet the prices and quality here can compete with any eyewear store on the market. What's notable is that you don't need a membership to use this service. By law, eye exams and prescription glasses must be available to all customers. This means, even without paying a Costco membership fee, you can walk in, get an eye exam, and buy glasses. That's already a big advantage, but it's even more surprising that Costco's glasses are often 30–40% cheaper than at traditional retailers. Major brands like Ray-Ban, Oakley, or even Prada are available at prices you'd only expect during rare mall sales. Another secret is timing. February and September are when Costco brings in new frame collections and clears out old stock with deep discounts. If you pay attention, these are the golden moments to get stylish glasses while saving money. For contact lenses, Costco's website often has flash sales lasting just a few hours, with prices far lower than other online suppliers. It's not just about the price. Costco's warranty policies are also surprising. If your prescription glasses don't work out within 90 days, they'll replace them for free. For contact lenses, if your prescription changes sooner than expected, Costco lets you switch to a new one without starting from scratch. 10. The best time to get gas. One reason many people keep their Costco membership is to enjoy gas prices lower than the market average. But filling up at Costco doesn't always guarantee maximum savings. In fact, there are specific golden hours when you can avoid long lines and get the lowest prices of the day. According to Costco employees, the ideal time is 6 to 8 a.m. on weekdays, especially Tuesdays and Wednesdays. This is when prices are freshly updated based on the market, often lower than elsewhere, and there are fewer cars, so you won't wait long. For those who aren't early risers, another good option is 9 to 9:30 p.m., just before the gas station closes. At this time, prices are still set before the next day's reset, and the pumps are quieter and more relaxed than during the day. Notably, Costco's gas quality matches major brands and is even rated highly for using top-tier engine cleaning additives. Some locations offer ethanol-free gas, which is great for classic cars, boats, or vehicles sensitive to blended fuel. So you're not just saving money, you're helping extend your engine's lifespan. If you pair this with a Costco credit card, you can earn up to 4% cash back on every gallon purchased here. For families who drive a lot, this cash back adds up to a significant amount each year. 11. Secrets from the free sample stations. One thing many people love about Costco isn't just shopping, it's the free food samples. Tiny trays of cookies, cheese, sausages, or fruit juice handed out always spark excitement. But few know that these sample stations hide secrets that can make you a smarter shopper. According to employees, the products offered as samples are often excess inventory or items about to go on sale. Serving samples isn't just about showcasing flavors. It's Costco's subtle way of signaling that the item needs to move quickly. Another interesting pattern is that weekends, when crowds are biggest, see the most samples. But early the following week, those same items often appear on the quick clear list with deep discounts to empty the warehouse. This means if you're not in a rush, visiting Costco on a Monday could let you buy the item you sampled the day before at a much lower price. These hidden Costco secrets show that shopping isn't just about tossing items into your cart. It's an art of reading cues and seizing opportunities. From special price codes and ideal gas pumping hours to sample stations and price adjustment refunds, these tips help you save big. When you master these tricks, you stop shopping at Costco on autopilot and turn every trip into a smart strategy that protects your wallet and enhances your experience. Which of these surprised you the most? Share below. If you think Costco is just a place to buy cheap products, this video will make you rethink everything. Every corner of the warehouse, every price tag, and even that innocent-looking $1.50 hot dog All of it is part of a strategy designed to make you spend more without realizing it. From the legendary combo to hidden price codes and free samples, everything is intentionally arranged. Here are the 10 secrets behind how Costco operates, helping you understand how they influence your buying behavior and, more importantly, how you can use their system to shop smarter and actually save money. Subscribe to the channel for the latest video updates. 1. Free samples. Free samples are an essential part of the Costco shopping experience. Almost everyone enjoys walking past the sample stations and being offered a slice of pizza, a piece of sausage, or a sip of smoothie. It's fun, and it feels like a little gift. But what most people don't know is that behind those tiny trays of food is an entire psychological strategy carefully designed to make you spend more. The principle is simple. When you receive something for free, your brain triggers a reciprocity effect. You feel the need to give something back, often by buying the product, even if it's subconscious. Studies show that simply placing a sample kiosk can increase sales of that product by 30% to 200%, especially for newly launched items. What's interesting is that many shoppers don't just buy the item they sampled, they also grab a few more products around it, exactly as Costco intends. These sample stations are not placed randomly. They're usually positioned in high-profit sections such as premium foods, beverages, snacks, or ready-to-eat meals. When you stop to try something, the people behind you also stop, creating a crowd effect that makes the area look hot. And while you wait, you have more time to look around, making it easier for other products to catch your attention. Another surprising detail: sample workers are not Costco employees. They are trained professionals hired through marketing companies. They're taught exactly how to invite customers, what to say, and how to create a friendly, welcoming vibe without being pushy. Everything, from the height of the table to the lighting and even the smell, is calculated to trigger curiosity and make customers stop. 2. The $1.50 hot dog and soda combo. Costco's $1.50 hot dog plus soda combo is one of the most iconic symbols of the entire retail chain. And behind that unbelievable price is a very deliberate business strategy. Since 1985, the combo has never increased in price, despite nearly 4 decades of inflation. Based on actual cost increases, this meal should cost more than $4 today. Yet Costco keeps it at $1.50, not because they're careless or willing to lose money, but because it's a carefully engineered customer acquisition strategy. The cost of each combo leaves Costco with almost no profit, and in many years, they actually lose money on it. The company has confirmed that maintaining this price costs them tens of millions of dollars annually. But in return, they gain something far more valuable: the feeling of getting a deal. You might have just spent a few $100s in the warehouse, but the moment you walk out holding a $1.50 hot dog and soda, you feel like you won. That emotional impression is exactly what Costco wants you to take home. And it's why the food court is always placed near the exit right after checkout. To keep costs low, Costco even built its own hot dog manufacturing facility in Los Angeles in 2009, and later added a second one in Chicago. Everything, ingredients, production, packaging, is handled in-house to eliminate middlemen and maintain stable quality while minimizing costs. They don't sell hot dogs to make money. They sell them to make sure you come back. And the strategy works extremely well. Costco now sells over 100 million hot dog combos each year, more than all Major League Baseball stadiums in the United States combined. For many longtime members, this combo alone feels like it pays for the membership fee. 3. The $4.99 rotisserie chicken. Costco's $4.99 rotisserie chicken is one of the retailer's most legendary items. Juicy, huge, and so cheap that most shoppers can't believe the price. For more than 10 years, the price has stayed the same even though chicken and transportation costs have risen by nearly 30%. Estimates show that Costco loses $30 to $40 million a year just to keep this price. But that loss is completely intentional, because the chicken is actually the perfect loss leader in their sales strategy. If you pay attention, the rotisserie chicken section is always placed at the very back of the warehouse. To get one, you're forced to walk past aisles full of temptations, snacks, clothes, wine, kitchenware. And by the time you reach the hot chicken, you usually end up at checkout with a cart full of things you never planned to buy. This is the treasure hunt path effect, making you walk through the entire store, which dramatically increases the chance you'll pick up extra items. According to data, a shopper who comes in only to buy chicken ends up spending an additional $25 on unplanned items. So why does Costco willingly sell it at a loss? Because the rotisserie chicken is emotional. It's hot, it smells amazing, and it gives you that instant feeling of dinner is taken care of the moment you finish shopping. After a long shopping trip, holding a $4.99 hot chicken makes you feel like you saved money, even though you might have spent 10 times that amount on other things. To maintain this price, Costco even built its own poultry processing plant in Nebraska, controlling the entire process from raising the chickens to slaughtering and packaging. This allows them to manage costs and quality while guaranteeing a stable supply for the millions of chickens sold every year. 4. Secret price codes on Costco tags. White 97, Oxuro, asterisk. One of Costco's most interesting secrets is hidden in plain sight, yet most shoppers completely overlook it. The secret price codes on the product tags. Those tiny numbers in the corner of the price sign actually reveal a lot about the item, whether it's discounted, on clearance, or about to be discontinued. If you know how to read them, you can buy at the right time and save a significant amount of money. First, a price ending in 97 is the clearest signal. This is a real markdown, reduced from the original price. Costco doesn't use big clearance signs like other stores. Instead, they quietly use this number to communicate it. When you see 97, you know it's a deal worth considering. And sometimes it only lasts a few days or until stock runs out. If the price ends in 0.00 or 49, that means it's a manager markdown. Often display items, leftover stock, or products the store wants cleared out quickly. These are sometimes surprisingly cheap deals that go unnoticed because there's no official announcement. The most important symbol is the small asterisk in the upper right corner of the price tag. That means the item is being discontinued. When you see it, you should decide quickly. If you like the product, buy it now because once it sells out, it's unlikely to return. Many longtime Costco shoppers can instantly spot which items are buy now or never just by looking for this mark. The problem is that most shoppers don't know or don't pay attention. They see a normal price sign and walk past it, while shoppers who understand Costco's language grab deals that are 30–50% cheaper. The easiest habit is to start checking the end of the price in the upper right corner every time you walk by a tag. Comment on this video and hit like. I'll reveal something even more shocking. 5. Costco gift cards. The Costco shop card is one of the little secrets that not everyone knows. And if you understand how it works, you can shop at Costco without having a membership. The card is a prepaid stored value card that works like an internal digital wallet and can be used at all warehouses, gas stations, pharmacies, food courts, and even on Costco.com. Each card can be loaded with $25 to $2,000, has no expiration date, and can be used repeatedly until the balance hits zero. Here's the trick. Only members can buy the card, but anyone can use it. That means if you have a friend or family member with a Costco membership, they can purchase a shop card for you, and you can shop freely like a real member. This is the only legal way to shop at Costco without paying the annual membership fee. Costco is fully aware of this, and they don't mind at all. They see it as a gateway for new customers, and many first-time shop card users eventually sign up for membership later. Another benefit, the shop card works across countries. A card purchased in the US can be used at Costco locations in Canada, Mexico, the UK, or Japan, making it great for travel or international gifting. Plus, executive members still receive 2% cashback even when paying with a shop card. So many people use it as a way to share benefits with friends or family. In practice, many shoppers use the shop card as a trial ticket to buy Kirkland products, test electronics, or simply get cheap Costco gas without having a membership. With this level of flexibility, it's no surprise that many consider the shop card one of Costco's most powerful, quietly effective savings hacks, letting you shop freely while avoiding the membership fee until you truly need it. 6. Costco gasoline. Costco's gasoline is one of the clearest benefits of having a membership, and it's also the reason many people sign up just to get cheaper fuel. Costco's gas stations now cover the entire country, selling more than 4 billion gallons per year, and the price is usually 20 to 40 cents per gallon cheaper than regular gas stations. With a 15-gallon tank, you save about $3 to $6 each fill-up. And if you refuel weekly, your yearly savings can reach $150 to $300, nearly enough to cover the cost of a basic membership. But it's not just the price. Costco's fuel quality is another major reason customers stay loyal. Their gasoline is top-tier certified, meaning it contains extra detergents that keep engines cleaner and reduce carbon buildup, a standard usually associated with major brands like Chevron and Shell. In simple terms, you save money and help your engine run smoother and last longer. Costco can offer this because of its massive purchasing scale, which allows them to negotiate lower wholesale prices. They also limit payment methods to debit cards and the Costco Visa card, which reduces transaction fees. On top of that, Costco only takes a profit margin of about 7–10 cents per gallon, nearly half of the industry average. The only downside is the long lines. During peak hours, you may wait 15–20 minutes, and lining up for gas has basically become a Costco trademark. But with price differences this large, most shoppers feel it's absolutely worth the wait. 7. Kirkland's Signature Private Label. Kirkland's Signature, Costco's private label, is one of the secret weapons that helps the company keep prices low while maintaining customer trust. It may sound like just another store brand, but many Kirkland products are actually made by big-name manufacturers. Kirkland batteries are made by Duracell. The vodka comes from the same facility as Grey Goose. Their coffee is roasted by brands like Starbucks, and Kirkland diapers come from the same factories that make Huggies. So, in many cases, Kirkland products are premium items in disguise, but priced 20 to 30% lower. What makes Kirkland special is that the brand doesn't spend money on advertising, fancy packaging, or marketing campaigns. That cost savings goes straight into lowering the price. Costco also doesn't need to share profit margins with another company, allowing them to keep prices stable for long periods, something national brands can't always do. That's why many loyal members always look for the Kirkland version of any product before reaching for a big brand equivalent. However, not every Kirkland item is superior. Some products, like paper towels, detergent, or canned tuna, often receive mixed reviews because they don't match the quality of the name brand originals. This shows that the one brand for every category strategy is both a strength and a risk. Customers need to try items and pick what works. Price comparisons show the value clearly. Kirkland dish soap is about 25% cheaper than Cascade. Their olive oil costs half the price of many Italian brands, yet still holds a purity certification, and many supplements and vitamins are priced far below competitors. This is how Costco creates real value, cutting out middlemen, controlling quality, and delivering premium goods at everyday prices. 8. Bulk buying. Buying in bulk is the first thing people think of when they think of Costco, a place where everything comes in giant packs, big jars, or boxes of several dozen items. In theory, buying more means paying less, and for products like toilet paper, laundry detergent, coffee, or dry goods, you can indeed save 20 to 40% compared to regular grocery stores. But here's the problem. Not everything is worth buying in bulk, and this is a mistake many shoppers make. Costco cleverly builds a mindset of bigger means better value, making you assume that every item in the warehouse is a great deal. But if you don't calculate price per unit, many of those mega packs aren't cheaper at all, and sometimes they're even more expensive than sale prices at regular supermarkets. For example, a 24-bar granola pack might look like a great bargain, but when you break it down per bar, it could cost the same or even more than buying individual boxes at Target. The bigger issue is waste. Many fresh foods, produce, yogurt, meat, spoil before you finish them. Spices, seasoning, and dried herbs lose their flavor after a few months, yet the Costco-sized pack is enough to last 5 years. Many families think they're saving money but end up throwing away up to 40% of what they buy, turning savings into extra costs. The solution is intentional shopping. Only buy items that store well, can be portioned out, or can be frozen. For perishable items, split them with family or neighbors. And most importantly, don't let the size of the package trick you. Real savings only happen when you use up the product within a reasonable time frame. 9. Flexible return policy. Costco's return policy is considered the most generous in the retail industry, and it's one of the reasons customers stay loyal for decades. You can return almost any product anytime, even without a receipt. Bought a TV and didn't like it after 6 months? Return it. Wore a shirt twice and realized it's too tight? Return it. Opened a box of cookies and didn't like the flavor? They'll refund it. The policy sounds unreasonable, but it's actually a highly effective customer retention strategy. Each year, Costco processes about $5 billion worth of returns, roughly 1% of its revenue. Instead of seeing this as a loss, they treat it as an investment in customer trust. When shoppers know they can return anything anytime, they feel confident spending more, especially on big-ticket items. That peace of mind keeps customers coming back, and it's one of the reasons Costco has the highest membership renewal rate in the industry. However, the policy is not completely unrestricted. Electronics can only be returned within 90 days, and certain items like diamonds, alcohol, tobacco, and personalized products are excluded. Costco also monitors return behavior. If someone returns items too often, especially products that were clearly used, their membership may be flagged or even revoked. What makes this policy truly unique is how Costco handles real-world situations. Some customers have returned Christmas trees after the holidays, claiming it's not green anymore, or brought back a barbecue grill full of ash, and Costco still refunded them. This leniency builds trust, and that trust helps them sell more than any promotion ever could. 10. The belief that bigger is always cheaper. One of the most common assumptions when shopping at Costco is that the bigger the item, the cheaper it must be. And yes, in many cases that's true, but not always. This belief is exactly what leads many shoppers to buy more than they need, load up their cart, and ultimately spend more instead of saving. Costco is built to make you think more is a better deal. A 40-pack of snacks, a 3-liter jug of oil, a giant jar of seasoning. Everything looks cost-effective at first glance. But if you carefully check the unit price, many of these mega combos are only a few cents cheaper, or sometimes even more expensive than buying the same items during a promotion at a smaller grocery store. Sometimes you buy it simply because the size looks like a deal, not because you actually need it. The bigger issue is waste. Fresh foods like produce, yogurt, fruit, or sauces and condiments often spoil before you finish them. Studies show that American households can throw away up to 40% of the food they buy, most of it caused by overbuying at warehouse stores. And when you toss out unused food, those supposed savings vanish instantly. The key is to know your limits and shop smart. Buying in bulk makes sense if you have a big family, cook frequently, or have a freezer to store food properly. But if you're only buying because it looks cheaper when bigger, chances are you're falling right into Costco's sales strategy. Costco can truly help you save money if you understand how the system works. Every product, every layout choice, and every price tag has a purpose. When you learn to read price codes, choose the right Kirkland products, buy only what you can finish, and take advantage of the real deals, you'll see the savings add up year after year. But if you shop on impulse, every great deal can easily turn into an extra expense. Understanding the game is the smartest way to shop at Costco. What do you think Costco still isn't doing well? Leave an honest comment. You may have been to Costco hundreds of times, but the bakery section still hides plenty of secrets that most members never notice. From turning a basic sheet cake into a super affordable wedding cake, to tricks that keep your croissants crisp and fresh, to baked goods that show up for a few weeks and then disappear, all of these can help you save money, cut waste, and bring home the items that are truly worth it. And in today's list, you'll discover simple but incredibly useful secrets to get the most out of Costco's bakery. You'd be awesome if you liked this video. 1. Costco Bakery has a seasonal menu. One of the most interesting things about Costco's bakery is that the menu changes with the seasons, and if you're not paying attention, there's a good chance you'll miss items that appear for only a few weeks before disappearing for the rest of the year. Many regular shoppers admit they have a seasonal favorite, and when the right time comes around, they rush to the store out of fear it will sell out. It makes each Costco visit feel like a small treasure hunt. You never know whether you'll find your usual favorite or something completely new. For example, in the fall, the giant pumpkin pie is practically the bakery's superstar. In the winter, peppermint bark and holiday-themed chocolate desserts take over. Spring and summer bring lighter options like tiramisu, fruit cheesecakes, lemon loaf, and other cakes perfect for outdoor gatherings. These items aren't always on the shelves, and that rotation is exactly what keeps Costco's bakery exciting. The seasonal menu also helps customers get excellent prices on items that would typically cost more elsewhere. Because Costco produces these baked goods in huge quantities during peak demand, many bakery items are significantly cheaper than what you'd find at regular grocery stores or local bakeries. 2. How to properly store Costco muffins. If you've ever bought muffins from Costco, you already know one thing: they're delicious, they're huge, and there's no way to finish them all before they start drying out. A box of 12 sounds reasonable, but in reality, each Costco muffin is nearly the size of 2 regular muffins. That's why knowing how to store them correctly helps you enjoy every bite without wasting any. The simplest, yet most overlooked trick is to freeze them as soon as you get home, especially if you know your family won't finish them within a few days. Just wrap each muffin in a zip bag or place them in an airtight container, then freeze. Frozen muffins retain moisture extremely well and won't become crumbly or dry the way they do when left on the counter too long. When you're ready to eat one, simply let it thaw at room temperature, and you'll get a soft, fragrant muffin almost like it was freshly bought. If you want to warm it up quickly, you can use the microwave, but make sure to set it at 50% power. This part is crucial. Using full power will cause the edges to harden or the center to dry out. Gentle heat warms the muffin evenly while keeping its original softness. If you prefer your muffins slightly warmer and more aromatic, add another 5 to 10 seconds. A small tip for families with young kids: one muffin can easily serve 2 children. Costco muffins are larger than standard ones, so cutting them in half avoids waste and creates a more suitable portion size. You can pre-slice them and store them in a container so that in the morning, you just grab one, and breakfast is ready in seconds. 3. Turning a Costco sheet cake into a wedding cake. It might sound a little bold, but many couples have saved hundreds of dollars with one incredibly simple trick: turning a $25–30 Costco sheet cake into an elegant wedding cake that looks no different from one made by a professional bakery. Instead of spending several hundred or even $1,000 on a traditional wedding cake, all you need are 2 or 3 sheet cakes and a bit of time to assemble and decorate. That's enough to create a beautiful, large centerpiece for your entire celebration. The process is not complicated at all. You cut the cake into squares or rectangles, then stack them to form tiers for a natural height effect. Next, use store-bought frosting or quickly whip some up at home to cover the entire surface. As long as you apply it evenly, the cake will have a smooth finish that looks professionally done. Finally, add fresh flowers, fruit, or a themed topper. These small details account for 90% of the cake's elegant appearance. What surprises many people is that Costco sheet cakes already taste great, with a balanced sweetness that suits most guests. Their large size also means you won't run out, even at big events. And if you want to save even more, you can decorate just one main cake for display and cutting, then serve pre-cut sheet cake from the back, a trick used by many event planners. 4. Thawing Costco croissants in the oven. Costco croissants are consistently among the most popular bakery items, but not everyone can finish them before they lose their crisp texture. The best way to keep them delicious is to divide them and freeze them immediately after purchase. And this is where a simple trick becomes incredibly helpful. Thaw croissants in the oven instead of the microwave. The reason is obvious. Croissants are made of delicate layers of butter folded many times. When you use the microwave, steam gets trapped and makes the outer layers chewy and slightly soggy, causing that signature crispness to disappear. But in the oven, croissants heat slowly and evenly, letting excess moisture escape so the crust becomes lightly crisp while the inside stays soft and buttery, just like when they were fresh. The method is extremely quick. Just set your oven to 350 degrees. By the time the oven reaches that temperature, the croissant will have warmed to the perfect level. No complicated timers, simply place the croissant inside right when you turn the oven on, and once it hits the set temperature, it's ready to enjoy. Most people who try this say it tastes just like a freshly baked bakery croissant. 5. Costco bread. Buying in pairs saves the most. Many Costco shoppers walk right past the bread section because they assume, if I buy 2, I'll never finish them. But in reality, bread is one of the best money-saving buys at Costco if you store it correctly. Most breads come in pairs: sandwich loaves, sourdough, brioche, baguettes. And the reason is simple. Buying 2 at Costco is significantly cheaper than buying 1 loaf at a regular supermarket. In fact, a single loaf elsewhere can cost almost as much as Costco's 2-pack. What most people worry about is the bread going stale or moldy, but all you need is one simple trick: portion and freeze. Frozen bread holds its shape extremely well and doesn't become crumbly or lose its aroma. You can slice it ahead of time, place the slices in a zip bag, squeeze out excess air, and freeze them. Whenever you need sandwich bread, toast, or garlic bread, just take out a few slices and use them immediately. Want softer bread? Leave it at room temperature for a few minutes. Want it crisp like freshly baked? Toast it in a toaster oven for 2 to 3 minutes. Reheated slices remain fragrant and springy. Many people actually prefer Costco bread this way rather than when it's freshly bought. Another advantage of buying in pairs is fewer grocery runs. Households with kids, busy schedules, or anyone who meal preps find this combo extremely practical. You always have bread at home, and you never run out midweek. And with prices much lower than traditional supermarkets, you can save a noticeable amount every month. Like the video if this surprised you. 6. Costco tiramisu, a super budget-friendly dessert. If you've ever tried making tiramisu at home, you already know why this dessert looks simple, but ends up surprisingly expensive. Just the ladyfingers, mascarpone, cocoa, and espresso alone can push the total cost way up, not to mention the time spent soaking, layering, and chilling. That's why when people discover that Costco sells a nearly 2.4 lb tray of tiramisu for only about $15–16, the first reaction is usually disbelief. And as expected, this is one of the most affordable ready-made desserts you can buy that still delivers an authentic Italian flavor. What makes Costco's tiramisu great is its balance. The mascarpone cream layer is light and not overly sweet, paired with perfectly soaked cake layers that have just the right touch of coffee. For many families, this becomes the ideal instant dessert for small gatherings, potlucks, birthdays, or simply a weekend treat. No complicated prep, no baking tools. Just open the container, scoop, and you have a dessert that looks upscale but costs very little. What makes it an even better value is the quantity, enough for 8–10 people to enjoy generously. Some shoppers even portion it into smaller containers to store in the fridge, and the quality stays consistently good. If you want to make it look fancier, just dust a bit more cocoa on top, add a few berries, or relayer it in glass cups. It instantly looks like a premium restaurant dessert. 7. Frozen cookies are cheaper than fresh cookies. One of these silent money-saving hacks in Costco's bakery that most people overlook is that frozen cookies are often much cheaper than the freshly baked ones. If you look only at the trays in the bakery section, you'll see 24 cookies priced around $7–8, which seems reasonable. But walk over to the freezer section, and you'll find a giant box of nearly 180 frozen cookies for about $35. That breaks down to roughly 19 cents per cookie, almost half the price of the fresh ones. Many people assume frozen cookies won't taste as good, but the opposite is often true. Because they're packaged right after being made, the quality is very consistent. Once you bring them home, all you have to do is let them thaw naturally or bake them for a few minutes, and you'll get a batch of warm, fragrant cookies that taste like they just came out of the oven. An added bonus: you don't have to buy an entire tray of 24 and risk leftovers. With frozen cookies, you can bake exactly as many as you want whenever you want. This is also a fantastic option if you have kids, host parties, or just want a quick snack without running to the store. Want a warm cookie at night? Turn on a toaster oven for 5 minutes. Done. Hosting a weekend gathering? Bake 20 to 30 cookies at once and you're set. No leftovers, no stale cookies sitting around. 8. Pre-ordering bakery items in large quantities. If you've ever prepared for a large event, a birthday party, class reunion, or school festival, you know the stressful feeling of needing enough baked goods for everyone. But many Costco members don't realize that the bakery actually allows large quantity pre-orders. And this is the safest way to ensure you get exactly the items you want on the exact day you need them, without worrying about the shelves being empty. Instead of showing up early and hoping the bakery still has stock, all you need to do is walk up to the counter and specify the quantity, the type of item, and the pickup time. That's it. And the best part is that pre-ordering not only makes things easier for you, but it also allows the bakery team to plan production so each batch comes out fresh and exactly as requested. For big orders, like hundreds of cookies, multiple French bread loaves, or several trays of muffins, staff will even prepare large boxes so you can carry everything out smoothly. The reason to pre-order is simple. The bakery sells out incredibly fast, especially on weekends and holidays. It's not uncommon for the entire cookie or muffin section to be cleared within just 1 to 2 hours. If you show up without a pre-order, chances are you'll have to switch to a different item or end up short on quantity. Pre-ordering eliminates all the risk. Another advantage is that you can choose the exact varieties you want. Any muffin mix combo, specific cookie flavors, or loaves that come straight from the oven. Bakery staff can also recommend the ideal pickup time so that your items stay warm or at peak freshness when served. 9. Pre-scored sheet cake. Many people buy Costco sheet cakes without realizing you can request a pre-scored version. A cake lightly marked with thin frosting lines that divide it into perfectly even portions. It may sound minor, but if you've ever cut cake for a large crowd, you know exactly how valuable this trick is. No more uneven slices, oversized pieces, or crumbly messes from cutting at the wrong angle. With pre-scoring, you simply follow the marked lines and get neat, uniform servings just like a professional bakery. Requesting it is very easy. On the cake order form, select the Scored Flowers option, then cross out the word flowers and write Scored Only, no flowers. The bakery team will cover the cake in a smooth layer of white frosting and then divide the surface into tidy squares without adding any decorations. Want to decorate it yourself at home? Perfect. Prefer a simple cake that's easy to cut? Also ideal. The beauty of a pre-scored sheet cake is its versatility. It works for birthdays, reunions, office events, and large potlucks. Any situation where clean, evenly sized portions matter. And for parties with children, it's even more helpful. Everyone gets the same size piece, avoiding any arguments over who got the bigger slice. 10. Buying unbaked pastry. There's a secret that only longtime Costco shoppers tend to know. You can actually request unbaked pastry directly from the bakery counter. Not many people have heard of this, but it's incredibly useful if you love warm, crispy pastries or want to bake them on demand. No need to wait for a party, no need to buy a whole box of baked goods and worry about them turning soft or dry after a couple of days. With unbaked pastry, you can bake small batches at home anytime you want. When you request the unbaked version, the bakery will give you a large box, often about 120 cookie dough pieces or other pastry types, neatly portioned and separated. Just freeze them and use as needed. The price is also significantly cheaper than buying pre-baked pastries, and the quality is exactly the same. In fact, many people prefer the self-baked version because the pastries come out fragrant, crispy, and genuinely fresh. The biggest advantage of this option is the control it gives you. Want a few warm cookies for the kids at night? Grab 3 or 4 dough pieces and bake them for about 10 minutes. Have guests dropping by over the weekend? Bake 10-20 pieces. Your house will smell amazing and you'll have fresh pastries instantly. No more worrying about pastries getting soft, losing flavor, or absorbing moisture over time. You control the quantity, the timing, and the texture of every batch. 11. Costco cake decorating hacks from Pinterest. If you've ever seen beautifully decorated cakes on Pinterest and wondered, could I do that? The answer is absolutely yes, especially if you start with Costco's ready-made cakes. Many decorating hacks that go viral on Pinterest actually come from the Costco community, where shoppers share how they turn simple sheet cakes or pumpkin pies into stunning desserts for birthdays, Halloween parties, and year-end celebrations. One of the easiest tricks is using stencils. Simply place a themed stencil lightly on the cake surface, then dust cocoa powder, powdered sugar, or cinnamon over it. When you lift the stencil, you'll see a sharp, clean design that looks like it was done by a professional decorator. This works especially well with Costco's pumpkin pies and chocolate cakes because their flat surfaces hold shapes perfectly. Another popular hack is refreshing tiramisu or other ready-made cakes with fresh fruit toppings. Just add a handful of berries, some mint leaves, or a sprinkle of chocolate shavings. Instantly, the cake looks more elegant and centerpiece-worthy. Pinterest is also full of ideas for creating faux-tiered cakes. Place a small cake in the center and surround it with Costco cupcakes. From a distance, it looks like a full 3-layer cake, but it's much easier to serve and requires minimal decorating. 12. Dessert recipes from the Costco website. Most people think of Costco's website as a place to check prices or browse deals. But few know that Costco has an entire recipe section filled with easy dessert ideas that use ingredients sold in the bakery. It's a completely free idea bank you can use for family gatherings, potlucks, or simply when you want to switch up your weekend dessert routine. One of the most shared recipes is the summer-themed sheet cake cut into star shapes. All you need is a plain white cake. Use a star-shaped cookie cutter to make small pieces, then decorate them with strawberries, blueberries, and whipped cream. It looks festive and comes together in minutes. These recipes are perfect for anyone short on time because you don't need to bake from scratch. Costco has already handled the hard part: soft cakes, large portions, and easy cutting. All you do is customize. Some recipes show how to turn croissants into bread pudding, use bagels to create a stylish brunch dish, or transform muffins into mini trifles with whipped cream and fruit. Costco's website also updates its recipes seasonally, so near the holidays you'll find twists on pumpkin desserts, peppermint treats, or layered tiramisu cups. The great thing is that all ingredients are easy to find right in the store, so there's no hunting for specialty items. Costco's bakery isn't just a place to buy affordable baked goods. It's a whole collection of tips and tricks that help you save time, save money, and elevate any gathering right at home. Whether you're choosing pre-scored cakes, unbaked pastries, or seasonal recipes from the website, you can easily turn everyday items into impressive, convenient desserts. On your next Costco trip, try just one of these hacks. You'll notice the difference immediately. Which tip from the video surprised you the most? You might think you already know how to shop at Costco. The truth is, most members are still losing money every time they push a cart through the entrance, without even realizing it. Costco has its own hidden rules, from secret price codes to refund policies, and just one wrong move can cost you dozens, even hundreds of dollars a year. In today's list, we're breaking down the 10 most common mistakes shoppers make, and more importantly, how to avoid them so you buy the right items at the right price and get the most out of your membership. These are things every smart Costco shopper needs to know. Pause for 3 seconds and hit the subscribe button to stay updated with the latest videos. 10. Not checking prices on Costco.com. A lot of people assume in-warehouse prices and online prices are pretty much the same. But this is actually one of the biggest mistakes that makes shoppers lose the most money. Costco operates 2 separate pricing systems, one for the warehouse and one for the website. That means the item you're holding in your hand could be $20 or $100 cheaper online, or the other way around. And if you don't take a quick moment to check, you'll never know you just missed an incredible deal. What many shoppers don't realize is that Costco regularly releases online-only discounts through a mailer that not everyone receives. You see the product in the warehouse and assume it's the cheaper option, but in reality, the best deals are often online only. There are plenty of items sitting right on the shelf in the warehouse that are discounted only online, even though you can physically see them in store. And warehouse employees cannot honor the online price. That's a strict rule. So if you don't pull out your phone and check before paying, you'll almost always leave money on the table. On the other hand, some items on Costco.com are actually more expensive because the shipping cost is already built into the price. That's why checking both sides matters. Not everything online is automatically a good deal. Bottom line, Take 10-20 seconds before checkout to look up the item number and compare prices. That tiny habit can save you a lot of money over the year, especially on big-ticket items like mattresses, shelving, electronics, kitchen appliances, or furniture. Costco offers amazing deals, but you need to be the one looking in the right place. 9. Letting Costco's constantly changing layout lead you around. One of the biggest reasons people spend more than they planned at Costco isn't because they love shopping. It's because the store layout is intentionally designed to guide your attention the moment you walk in. Items are constantly moved around. Something that was in one spot last week will be somewhere else this week. This forces you to walk deeper into the aisles, see more products, and sometimes toss things into your cart that you never intended to buy. The lack of clear overhead signs makes it even harder to navigate, turning the entire warehouse into an exploration experience that pulls you in without you realizing it. The fresh food section, where almost everyone needs to stop, is placed all the way at the back of the store, meaning you have to walk past rows of tempting deals before reaching what you actually came for. And the extra time you spend just looking is exactly when your total bill starts climbing. To avoid getting steered by the layout, the key is to walk in with a clear goal. Write down your shopping list on your phone and head straight to the items you truly need, especially the fresh section. The less time you spend wandering, the less you'll be tempted. And whenever you catch yourself holding something you didn't plan to buy, pause for a second and check your list again. A little intentionality goes a long way, helping you stay in control instead of letting Costco's layout decide what ends up in your cart. 8. Not upgrading to the executive membership. A huge number of people walk into Costco every month without realizing they're missing out on one of the most valuable benefits the company offers: the executive membership. On the surface, it seems simple. One card is $60 and one is $120. Both let you enter the warehouse and buy the same products. But in reality, these two tiers are completely different in how much money they put back into your pocket. And this is a mistake many members make simply because they assume, I don't need the upgrade. Executive membership gives you 2% cash back on almost every purchase. You might think 2% isn't much, but imagine spending around $500 a month on groceries, gas, household essentials, or canned goods. That's $6,000 a year, which means you'd earn back exactly $120, enough to cover the full cost of the executive card. From the second year onward, any cashback above $60 is pure profit that requires zero effort on your part. For families with kids or shoppers who regularly buy kitchenware, home goods, vitamins, or meat and seafood, that number can easily reach several $100s a year. What many people don't know is that Costco has a subtle safety net. If you upgrade and don't earn at least $60 in cash back during your first year, Costco will automatically reimburse the difference so you never lose money. In other words, you can only break even or come out ahead. You never lose. Which means hesitating to upgrade is actually causing you to miss out on money that should have gone back into your wallet. Most of us shop at Costco because it saves us money and lets us buy more for less. But the executive membership is how you maximize that benefit. Think of it like this. If every Costco trip costs you a few dollars in cash back, you should have earned, by the end of the year, you've already lost far more than the upgrade fee. Upgrading isn't spending more on Costco. It's Costco paying you back for what you already buy. It's a small change with very real benefits. 7. Not using Costco's 30-day price adjustment policy. One of Costco's biggest super perks, and one that many shoppers completely forget about, is the 30-day price adjustment policy. It sounds simple, but it's actually one of the most powerful ways to save money as a member. The problem is most people don't know it exists, or they know but feel too awkward to stand in the returns line, and they end up accepting the fact that the item they bought last week just dropped in price. And this is a mistake that quietly costs you real money. Costco allows you to get back the entire price difference if an item you bought goes on sale within 30 days. You don't need to return it, and you don't need to exchange it. Just bring your transaction to the counter, and they'll refund exactly what you overpaid. In many warehouses, they can even look up your purchase by your membership card, even if you no longer have the receipt. But to be safe, you can just keep receipts for 30 days or take a quick photo of them after checkout. Imagine you buy a cookware set for $79 and the next week it drops to $59. If you don't go back and ask, you just threw away $20 for no reason. Use this policy a few times a year, and you can easily save hundreds of dollars without changing the way you shop. This is especially important for big-ticket items like vacuums, kitchen appliances, electronics, bedding sets, or vitamins, categories Costco frequently rotates on sale. The key is to stay proactive so you don't miss out. Whenever you buy something with a higher price tag, check its price again during your next visit or on the Costco app. It only takes a few seconds, but it could earn you money that most shoppers never realize they're entitled to. Nobody likes the feeling of buying at the wrong time, and this 30-day policy ensures you always get the right deal at the right price. This is a real benefit, and it's absolutely worth using every time you shop at Costco. Comment number 1 and like this video, and I'll reveal something even more shocking. 6. Buying oversized items you can't finish. One of the biggest reasons people say, Costco is cheap, but my bill is still huge, comes from a very common habit. Buying products that are too big. Items that look like a bargain but end up becoming waste. Anyone walking into Costco for the first time can easily get tempted by giant boxes, jumbo bottles, and family-sized snack bags that weigh a couple of pounds. On paper, the unit price looks amazing. But the real question isn't whether it's cheap, it's whether your household can actually finish it before it spoils, expires, or loses quality. And this is a mistake almost everyone makes at least once. Items like ketchup, mayo, BBQ sauce, tomato sauce, or hot sauce all have short shelf lives after opening, even when refrigerated. That 6-pack looks economic, but if your household only has 2 to 3 people, it's extremely hard to use everything up before the flavor and texture start to decline. The same goes for fresh produce. Leafy greens, berries, peaches, and those giant salad tubs can go bad much faster than you expect. Throwing away one spoiled container often costs more than simply buying a smaller size at a regular grocery store. Even products that seem long-lasting, pasta, rice, canned goods, have realistic limitations. Pasta loses quality after just 1 to 2 years. White rice can last a few years, but brown rice lasts only a few months. Canned items with higher acidity typically hold for about 18 months. And then there are those looks cheap, so I'll grab it items like oversized cleaning chemicals or giant wipes containers. Leave them too long and their antibacterial effectiveness drops significantly. 5. Not using Costco concierge service when buying electronics. Many shoppers assume the main advantage of buying electronics at Costco is simply lower prices. But what truly sets Costco apart, and what millions of members overlook, is the Costco concierge service. This isn't just a nice extra. It's a benefit that can save you hundreds of dollars if your device ever has issues. And sadly, most customers don't even know they're entitled to it. Costco Concierge is completely free with most electronics and major appliances. The first and most obvious benefit, you get direct technical support 7 days a week. Setting up a new TV, pairing a soundbar, troubleshooting a slow laptop, fixing a router issue, dealing with a washer error light, just call, and a technician will walk you through it step by step. But the real value, and the part most people forget, is the 2-year warranty. Instead of the standard 12-month warranty from most manufacturers, Costco automatically adds an extra year at no additional cost. No hidden fees, no complicated conditions. This additional 1-year coverage is the equivalent of a $50 $150 extended warranty that other stores aggressively try to upsell you. Meaning, you buy a $700 TV, but you're protected as if you bought an extended warranty, even though you didn't pay a single extra dollar. This is why so many smart shoppers only buy electronics at Costco. From TVs and laptops to tablets and kitchen appliances, everything gets built-in extended coverage that other retailers simply don't offer at Costco's membership price. You don't need to register anything, you don't need warranty cards, and you don't need receipts in most cases. Your membership history is enough. 4. Not buying discounted gift cards at Costco. A lot of people walk into Costco knowing it sells everything from groceries to appliances to electronics, but barely anyone pays attention to the gift card section, the place where you can save 20–25% instantly with zero effort. This is one of Costco's most hidden money-saving hacks, yet it's also one of the most overlooked simply because people assume gift cards are only for giving to others. In reality, it's the opposite. Costco gift cards are something you should buy for yourself if you want serious monthly savings. Think about it. Maybe you drink Starbucks regularly, go to the movies with your family, eat at Cheesecake Factory or Texas Roadhouse, or buy amusement park tickets for the kids. Costco sells $100 gift cards for these places, but charges only $75–$80. That means you save $20–$25 instantly. No coupons, no waiting for sales. If you spend a few $100s a year on dining or entertainment, these gift cards can easily save you hundreds of dollars without even trying. More than just a discount, gift cards are also a smart way to lock in your spending at the best possible price. When you buy gift cards ahead of time, you're protecting yourself from future price increases. For example, if you know you'll watch several movies this year, why pay full price at the theater when you could save up front? The funny thing is, Costco doesn't advertise the gift card section aggressively. It's usually tucked near the pharmacy, at aisle ends, or close to the refrigerated section. Because it's so quiet, most members walk past without ever realizing they just missed one of the biggest savings in the store. Buying discounted gift cards doesn't just save you money, it maximizes the value of your membership. You're not only saving inside Costco, but also cutting costs on restaurants, services, and entertainment outside Costco too. 3. Ignoring high-quality Kirkland products. One of the most common mistakes Costco shoppers make is skipping over Kirkland's signature products because they assume store brands must be cheap and low quality. The truth is the complete opposite. Kirkland isn't a budget afterthought. It's a product line Costco invests heavily in, working directly with major manufacturers to deliver high-quality items at significantly lower prices than name brands. In fact, many Kirkland products are made in the same facilities as the big brands you're already paying more for. Kirkland doesn't spend money on flashy marketing or branding, which keeps costs low, but quality consistently exceeds expectations. Kirkland bacon has beaten Oscar Mayer in multiple taste tests. Kirkland olive oil is one of the few in the US certified for true purity. Kirkland vodka has repeatedly outperformed Grey Goose in blind tastings. And Kirkland batteries, while not the longest lasting, offer one of the best price per hour of use values you can get. People often skip Kirkland simply because they're loyal to familiar brands and hesitant to switch to something unknown. But once you try them, the price difference becomes shockingly obvious, often with no drop in quality at all. In many cases, Kirkland products are just as good, if not better. From toilet paper, paper towels, spices, nuts, frozen foods, and laundry detergent to supplements and cleaning supplies, countless Kirkland items are consistently rated high by consumers. 2. Not understanding the 97 price tag and the asterisk. Many people shop at Costco every week, but never notice that the price tag is actually the store's secret language. If you understand just a few small symbols, you'll immediately know which items are heavily discounted, which ones are about to disappear, and whether you should buy something now or skip it. Ignore these signals and you'll easily end up overpaying or missing out on an amazing deal without realizing it. Among all the codes, .97 and the asterisk, Rasen, are the two most important. A price ending in 97 is Costco's way of telling you the item is heavily marked down, usually the lowest price they're willing to sell it at to clear out inventory. This is not a regular promo, not a weekly sale, but a true clearance price. If you see .97 on something you regularly use, buying it right away is almost always the right move. The small asterisk in the upper right corner of the price sign is an even more urgent signal. The item is being discontinued. That means once the current stock sells out, Costco will not be bringing it back. No need to ask an employee, no need to guess. The asterisk tells you it's a last chance item. For household goods, kitchenware, seasonal clothing, or foods you love, seeing that means you should decide quickly before it's gone for good. Unfortunately, many shoppers only look at the big bold number and ignore these signals. They think they're getting a good deal, but in reality, the 97 price might be the true bottom price. Or they overlook the asterisk and come back weeks later only to find their favorite item has vanished. Costco doesn't put up giant clearance signs or make loud announcements. The price tag is how the store quietly communicates with smart shoppers. 1. Thinking you need a membership to buy most things at Costco. Many people believe Without a membership, you can't buy anything at Costco. But the truth is completely different. This is one of the biggest misconceptions, and it causes people to miss out on great, affordable, and sometimes free services that Costco allows anyone to use. Once you understand the rules correctly, you'll see you don't always need to pay for a membership to benefit from what Costco offers. One of the clearest examples is the pharmacy. As long as you have a prescription, you can walk straight into Costco to pick up your medications. No membership required, no card swipe. Once inside, you can also take advantage of several health services, such as vaccinations, blood pressure checks, and occasional free wellness screenings, depending on the location and time of year. Alcohol is another big exception. In 16 U.S. states, the law requires stores to sell alcohol without requiring a membership. The food court, too. In many states, it sits outside the warehouse, and anyone can buy hot dogs, pizza, smoothies, and more without showing a membership card. And if you want to shop inside the warehouse but don't want to pay for a membership, all you need is a Costco cash card. If someone you know with a membership buys the card for you, you can use it to enter the warehouse and check out just like any regular member. This is a completely legitimate and Costco-approved method, but hardly anyone knows to use it. When you understand Costco's hidden rules, you realize you can save far more without changing your shopping habits. Just a little more awareness turns every Costco trip from shopping on instinct into a smarter, more efficient, and far more cost-effective experience. Did this video help you? Hit subscribe to help us reach 30,000 subscribers.